We're live. You probably heard me coughing because I forgot to mute my mic. 11 million people in the house waiting to win some money, 300 pesos each. Three winners tonight. If you wouldn't mind, I'll take a little sip of my adult libation. Grab them if you got them. Fundador's Fun. That's probably where it got its name. How's everybody doing today? Let me open up the chat here and see who's here. Comments. Good evening. Daisy Lynn Castro, Anna Mae Reyes, Pressy Manzanero, Rona Cease. Who else is here? Dens, Verga, Tim Deziak is in the house. Wow, everybody is here. 12 million people stopping by to say hi. Charmaine is here. Hello, Charmaine. How are you today? What do you say? I hope you can hear me okay. Jaylin Valerices. Yanarine is here. Mertz is in the house. Good evening. Hey, were you doing a live earlier with your hubby? Were you doing karaoke with your hubby? That's fun. The incomparable and the beautiful Daisy Lynn Castro in the house. She sings like a bird. Viana Cañas, a new friend. RD Vlog is here. Oh, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Oh, my goodness gracious. Thanks for sharing me out. I really appreciate it. 10 million people hanging in there. I'm sure we've got friends in the background. Get them here, though, because we got stuff to talk about. Menge is here. Anna Ray. Anna May. What do you say? A member for 8 months. That's a miracle. That's one of the oldies but a goodie. Oh my gosh, where am I going with this? You know why, Moelma, you know why I'm having so much fun? Nanang is here. Nanang sexy. Nanang, you're so sexy. Is because I had a I stirred up controversy right before airtime, so I'm still thinking about the conversation. So my mind is thinking about that, and then I got to do live here. I got to give away money. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna give away 900 pesos, I believe I have, to divided by 3. So that means I is here. Irene and Irish in the house, which means you'll have a chance to win 300 pesos by just selecting, being the first to select a random number and putting it in the chat. Oh, I've got the cards here. I'm late setup because I was running. We were having controversy. I want to tell you what it's about, but then I don't, because it's too controversial. You'd laugh. You'd laugh probably if you. I'm always stirring it up here in the barangay. I got the cards here, and it's all in the cards. From 1 to 25 is what we're gonna select. I want to share a few things with you. If you haven't already done it, most of you watched it, but go in there and do me a solid by watching the video I just posted about my waterworks. I'm continuing the continuing soap opera on the water. So I think I could tell you a little bit, right? I could tell you a little bit about about what where it is so far, right? So as most of you know, we want to add a second water line to the house. I've never heard of a city allowing that. Usually it's one water hookup, right? But we go down to the water department and they said, sure, you can have another one. It was the lady at the counter, right? Saying, yeah, you could have another one. And we'll be right over to install it. Well, it didn't exactly go down that way. Um, or there was a misunderstanding. And so what they did was they sent an inspector from the water department, the city water, down to take a look see at what's going on. And the guy was a little perplexed. The inspector, that's his title, came by to talk to us, and he goes, hey, you guys already have a water line here. You go, yeah, we're putting in a second one. We're gonna for industrial applications. I really don't know what I said to him, right? So anyway, 10 million people in the house. We're about ready to give away some money. So probably earlier than later because I got this cold is kicking my butt. Letty Me is here. Hello, Letty Me. How are you? Anyway, I got to shuffle these cards up while I'm talking. So anyway, so he starts talking and he says, "Have you gone down there and you've seen the meter tree down there at the end of the block?" And I go, "Yeah." Anna G, how you be? Uh, I said, "There are a lot of meters on that little pipe down there, right?" And so he says, "Yeah, there kind of is." And guess what? Guess what the news is? Minis know. Guess what? He tells me, he says, "Nah, it's not what you think." He doesn't say you can't have the water meter. Nope, quite the contrary. He says, "You're the last house on the block. You're the last meter that we're going to be assigning. We're out of capacity on that pipe." So I was like, what? There are people building houses all over the place on this block, on this street. He says it sucks to be them because we're out of capacity. They, they have to run a new water line, and the request to the city has to be made by one of the owners of that house. So I don't know if you know how this works in the States. This is kind of part of the conversation that we had going on, right? So what ends up happening is in the States, whenever you add a public utility, everybody shares in the paying for that public utility. And that includes just about everything: electric poles, water supply lines, sidewalks on the street, telephone poles. You're the one that's responsible for installing those. And so what you do is if it's a new subdivision and the contractor usually is responsible, the contractor is usually responsible for paving the streets and putting in the curbs and things like that. The rest of it, you have shared responsibility. Simply means that you have to pay for those utility improvements that are happening right there in front of your property, from the beginning of your property line, the front of the property line to the end. Anything that has to be done within the confines of that property, you have to pay for it. And so it it seems like it would be very expensive, but it's not really. Mini snows here, and the reason why it's not is because they divide up the cost of that with your neighbors. Everybody pays their share. Any improvements that have to be made after all those utilities go in, you got to pay for. And so I was just thinking they have to run a new water line into this barangay because there's so much building going on. I mean, it's crazy building that's going on in here. There are houses being built everywhere. I don't know how many. There's just a whole bunch of homes under construction. Most of them, they belong to expats like myself or other government officials, people that are employees of the city, and so they have to put in a request to run another a main water line. So what we're talking about is not the one that I ordered up, where it comes off the water main. I'm talking about they have to run a new water main because this is an old tiny pipe. And as many of you know, when they put new water line in these days, they're putting in that black water pipe. And I mean, it's pretty cool to watch them do it, where they trench and then they roll that black water line in, and then it's a long continuous hose that comes from the main source, and then they connect them together until they get to your barangay. Well, that ain't what we got here. We got an old lead water pipe, an old cast iron water pipe, old school, like the 1950s. the 1940s, the way we used to do it in the States back in the olden days. So he tells us, you guys, you're getting the last one on this meter tree. That's it. Well, no wonder I had no water pressure. We were at the tail end. Uh, we're at the end of this of the water tree line. I mean, there's no capacity. I didn't know this, so we're very lucky that we had even one line, and then now we're getting a second one, and then we're the last one. He said after this, there's no capacity. Congratulations, I'm approving this, and after that, they're not going to be able to put any water in this neighborhood. They'll have to run a new water line. So anyway, and that's going to take time. And I said, well, why is it going to take time? He says, well, they're number one, it's a process. They have to budget for it. And it would have to be budgeted probably in the next fiscal year's budget. And then there's the problem of what if they don't have money and they can't allocate the money for that water line. Tim is saying my hometown had wooden water meters. Cool. That would have been the coolest thing. Ronaldin Fuentes is here. Mern's hanging in. The story's probably getting boring, right? Like, hey, you may have been there. You may have been subjected to a situation like this where you go down the city and they say, we ain't got any water for you. And that's why you see all the water storage tanks, Jalen, all over the place. Because people have to figure out, sometimes they'll sink wells, they'll sink fresh water wells so they can draw the water up, and they put the water tanks elevated because it has to be way up there in order to get the correct water pressure that you need in order to feed a house. But listen, this is mostly a foreigner's problem, because the problem is that for us is it's a little bigger house than a regular Filipino house. Not much bigger. Well, I guess it is by Filipino standards, But if you have a small home, usually you're just going to have the CR, and then you're going to have the cooking sink and a few other things. You're not going to be drawing a whole bunch of water, right? And so whatever comes into your house is gonna suffice. Tim is saying I don't have a good water supply on my street now. Yeah, a lot of municipalities are in this situation where they got to run all brand new water line like they just did down on the Walking Street in your I don't know if you're still in Angeles City, Tim, but they had to run all new storm drains, all new water lines down the Walking Street. Actually, it's not just in the Walking Street area. It's all over the Philippines. Infrastructure improvement, infrastructure projects are going on all over the place. And so that's pretty cool. I was going to share an article with you guys. All right, so now, Tim, follow me. Nicole is here. Nicole Farr. So check this out. Of course, I start thinking, my mind races. I'm thinking a million thoughts all at the same time. That's the way my brain works. I don't sleep, I just keep thinking. What could possibly go wrong, with this idea? Well, what could possibly go wrong? The most obvious thing is some neighbor's going to get pissed, right? Oh, Tim is saying it took an hour to fill up the blue jug. Exactly. Welcome to my world, right? Exactly. This isn't something that's going to bother most Filipinos. The other relatives that are living here can hardly give a crap less, but Dan has to have a full functioning shower, right? So anyway, that's what created this whole thing. So well, anyway, what could possibly go wrong with this? Well, how about a neighbor gets pissed at you and they say, why is that Farang down there? Why is that foreigner able to get 2-metered lines running into his place, and I'm sucking wind over here at my house because it takes an hour for me to fill up my blue barrel? See, that's the problem that could happen. And so then you're going to have an answer for that. I know it sucks to be me. You wouldn't want to be me. Nope, 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 nope. You wouldn't want to be me having to deal with these issues, because it's not good, because you have to have an answer. You're going to have to be able to provide somebody an answer as to why you think you're special and you want to suck the very last few drops of water out of the system. Right. Rona, I don't think it's me buffering because I have a direct T1 connection. I'm not Wi-Fi. I'm direct. So anyway, I wanted to share this story with you. I would like to tell you more about what's transpired on that meter, but I cannot because I could see this whole thing getting controversial to a certain degree. However, brother-in-law Gel, who some of you know, he says, no, you're overthinking this. Even though you're the last one, you get the last spot on the metered tree. You paid for it, so you get it. I mean, that's it. He said Filipinos won't make a big deal out of that. Famous last words, right, Tim? I wanted to read you this article. Comes out of ABS-CBN. I don't know if you guys knew this was going on. The Philippine Postal Corp, PhilPost, on its 257th anniversary on Tuesday, launched a new postal ID that the Postal Service says can be used for address verification and may in the future be used for cashless transactions. Is Dan a prophet? Listen, do you view me as being a prophet? After all, so many of the things that I have predicted over the last couple of years have actually come to pass, right? One just the other day, as a matter of fact. Yeah, the election in the United States. I hit that right on the money. But you don't want to hear about that. Let's talk about the postal ID. The postal IDs are among the government IDs that can be used for passport applications and many other government and financial transactions. See, what a lot of people don't know is that this national ID, right, you're calling it a postal ID, is taking place all over the world right now. Everybody has a program for it, including the United States, right? The United States is going to require this national ID, before you can board on a plane and go from California to New York. You're going to have to present this ID very similar to this one. They call it a real ID. This is speaking at the launch of the new postal ID. Postmaster General Luis Carlos said PhilPost requires applicants to submit a birth certificate as well as documents proving they live at their given address. And it goes into detail about what they're going to be looking for. Now, the whole thing about this idea is, many of you know, they stopped issuing it about a year ago, right? And so that last final ID that you have that expires next year or soon, Presi Manzanero, that you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to renew. And upon the renewal, you'll present that ID, and then you're going to get the more sophisticated, verified new postal ID, which is basically a national ID card. Now, some people like this idea, right? But the twist in it, of course, is that, and I kind of like it, it's going to be used kind of like GCash, right? Aside from being valid for Philippine government transactions, the postal ID is also accepted in different countries through the help of the Universal Postal Union. Now, is this the first time that you ever heard that there was such a thing as a Universal Postal Union, a United Nations agency with 192 member states that many years ago, Lorraine Pajares is here, came up with this idea that let's unify the globe. Let's give them all a government issued ID, and they could use it, I don't know, to go from country to country or as a passport. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think that that is the main motivation behind it. We're really looking at the one financial functionality to answer Banco Central's issues of the unbanked sector. The unbanked sector is most of us that don't have bank accounts. That's what I'm saying, Tim. That's what I'm saying. I've never heard of this, but apparently it's a United Nations agency. It's not just an ID. It can be somewhat like Gcash. So now they're now they're telling you, oh wait, it can be somewhat like Gcash. You'll be able to buy and sell with it and trade. You'll be able to buy, sell, and trade with it at the marketplace, where it can be used for cashless transactions for convenience in the future. In the future. Annie MC's here. The future is now, folks. The future is now. Oh my gosh. And then it explains the history of it. How originally, the whole thing about Landmark Bank and Executive Order 44, and the whole thing is very, very interesting. Gcash still hasn't fixed my account. Yeah. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. Uh Proof of identity to get one of these new postal ID cards that I think is really what is a global or national ID card. I mean, I like the idea. I'm not going to lie to you. I like it. So there. So call me a globalist or whatever. Um, oh my gosh. You will have to have things like the old national ID card, birth certificate, PSA with our local civil registry, social security card, driver's license, passport, marriage certificate for married women. Uh, Secondary IDs can also be accepted depending on what they are. You can get barangay letters, certificate of residency, residency ID cards, true copies of leases to show where you live, bank statements, credit card statements, school billing statements, utility bills, just the same way they're doing in California right now. And it will have a cost attached to it. The cost is going to be for the new and improved postal ID, 550 pesos with rush processing at an additional 650. Delivery time will be 3 days for Metro Manila and between 5 and 7 days outside the capital. So you see, they're rocking and rolling on this. Nicole and Dad in the house. Did you win rice from Miss Vicky? Nicole instead. I'm just curious. Did you win rice? Congratulations. See, I pay attention to a few things that are going on. 20 million people in the house. We're almost going to start pulling numbers. So, anyway, congratulations on this new postal ID. And I have a feeling that if you're a permanent resident here in the Philippines, also, you're going to be able to avail yourself of the postal ID program. And this will make Mam Minnie very happy because she loves carrying around IDs in her wallet. I have no idea why. She just loves it. Let me go. I'm lost. I got to go. I'm always lost. Let me find my chat here. I apologize for this cold. The cold is kicking my butt. I'll tell you a little bit about that. Oh, Pinky Gray is live right now. Pink, what's up? But where's Dan? Where's Dan? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Here I am. Take life a little easier. Yeah, you worked hard. You worked hard. Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken Delight. Oh, you must have won because Merns is congratulating you. Oh, Merns is cooking. She's off in the background. Okay. All right. Now I'm caught up there. I'm still shuffling off to Buffalo. Listen, we got things to talk about. I've said nothing so far. We're going to be drawing our first 300 peso winner coming up shortly. But first, there's more. Oh, if you hear noise, that's my fan and the guys upstairs finishing the deck insulation. When I say the deck, I mean I'm looking at it right now. It's the ceiling. It's the ceiling to me. It's the deck to them up in the roof. So they're finishing the insulation. There's a noticeable difference. Hazel is here. Welcome. Stuff the pig. That's what I was about ready to do. Thank you for reminding me. Stuff the pig is coming up next. All right, so we have the pig. I really don't know how much money is in there, but man, have you guys noticed that time is just flying like crazy? That in no time at all, it's going to be Christmas time, and I'm already falling behind. What is it, the 7th or 8th? I don't even know what date it is today. I think it's like the 8th, right? And so I don't even know how much money is in this pig. But pretty soon, we're going to be guessing how much money is in this pig. And the first one to get the guess, to guess closest, right? First one to get closest to the actual amount is going to win the whole piggy. Everything that's inside this pig, right? Guts and all, brains and all, you get. All right. So let's put some more money in the pig. I think, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that there might be a little bit more money in there than there was last year, and I think that was our goal. So here we go. I haven't put coin in a long time, right? I haven't put coin in, so let's put some more. Oh, Piggy likes it. And let's put some more pesos inside here. Now, what happens if there's a tie? I haven't decided how we're going to handle that. What happens if there's a tie or three people guess how much money has been put in this pig? Somebody takes the effort to go back and view every single video and knows exactly the denominations inside this pig. I have no idea how we're going to handle that. I'm probably going to be screwed. All right. So here, here you go. It still probably would be the first person to guess. That's how we're going to do it. It would be the first person to get it right, right? So even if you had three people, unless they all came in at exactly the same time into my email, right? Then only then would it create a problem. So this money's going inside there. Oh, that would be nice, Tim. That would be nice. Um, all right. All right. So the pig's been stuffed. So what do you think anyway? I'm just curious. Somebody willing to no, I bet you nobody is willing to guess at the moment just because they don't want to give away their guess to somebody else, messing up their chances of winning, right? Mini Snow. Shane Raza is here. All right. What's the next thing that we were going to do here? All right. Well, let me explain the rules about the contest. How about I do that? And let me put Piggy out of the way because, oh, sorry. Because anyway, let me move Piggy on the floor. Hang on just a second. I'll gently. Oh my gosh. What a day it's been. We're something like 30 minutes. We're halfway through the live already, the 1 hour live. I'm sick and I started taking antibiotics right away. And the reason why is because I started feeling the respiratory, and I was seeing an infection started to show up here and here, in the brain. So I was able to get some help from the local city doctor who's a friend of ours. wrote me a little script for some antibiotics. He checked me out. Do this? I don't want to do it because you don't want to see what's in there. I still have my tonsils. Sir Tim, yeah, 490K. All right, so I've got breaking news, but before I give you breaking news, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw. What we're gonna do is that's a little breaking news intro soundbite. We're going to tell you the rules on this contest. So here's the rule on the contest. You will select a number between 1 and 25. Everybody is back in the pool in my certified deck that I got from DIY, always low prices. So I got this deck of cards from DIY, always low prices, and it goes from 1 to 25. Now, we're starting out with all 25 cards in the deck. So don't say that Dan is not playing with a full deck. Because he isn't. And then you will select the number between 1 and 25. After I pull it out of the center of the deck, I will set it aside. I'm not looking at it because I don't want to send it to you with my mental abilities, my ESP abilities. Yeah, I don't want to send it to you like Moelma. She's very intuitive, for example. And so if I were to look at the number before you guessed it, a person who's very intuitive like Moelma, she might read my mind and then get the number. It's happened before. It's happened quite a few times. I know there are very few of you, Manny, that are Girly Santa, that want to reveal that you have psychic powers. So that means I'll be pulling the card out of the deck. It'll be a number between 1 and 25 in this first round. And I'll be setting it aside where I can't see it. I'll be setting it aside over here to my right. And then you will guess the number when I put start in the comment section in the chat. And then I will put stop, which means stop guessing. Now here's the whole thing. Here's the whole enchilada. You only have one guess. That's one guess per person. So it's no ninja channels and all this other stuff that's very confusing. People will know your ninja channels anyway, most of the time. And so you just get one person, one guess. Whatever name you're using up there, whatever channel name, that's fine. But you have to keep in mind that you only get one guess. If we find out later that you guess more than once, you know what's going to happen? You're X'd off my Christmas list. No Christmas card for you, right? You eliminate yourself from getting any more niceties from Dan other than a smile. That's how we do it. So you have to play fair. There is a fine line. Yeah, there's a fine line between psychic and psycho for sure. Okay, so 26 million people in here. I was hoping to have more by the first round, right? I was hoping we'd have more. But what are you going to do? Maybe there are a lot of contests going on. I know that around Christmas time, people love giving away money. They love giving away prizes, rice, money, surprises, Christmas treats, chocolate kisses, Hershey's from the States. I've seen so much candy all over the place from the States. I don't know how people get it, right? Your number is what, Tim? 5150? Moonshadow's family is here. Noted, Sir Dan. Thank you. I appreciate everybody's cooperation. So, but first, I want to share something else with you. Okay. So now I have a dilemma, right? I have a dilemma. Let me show you what it is. I'm going to show you what it is. So I was telling you last week that I have a friend that wanted to kick in some giveaway money so that we could prop things up a little bit for Christmas time, right? And but my friend, although he's a very generous person, wants to remain anonymous. He wants to remain anonymous. He pops in once in a while into this chat, but honestly, I haven't seen him in a while. I'm cursed. Did you get that? I'm cursed. So anyway, I have money in front of me, right? That I had to go get from the Western Union. I want to count it out, and then I need your help. I need your help in deciding how we're going to have I want to have the same contest when we give this money away. This particular contest or giveaway is going to happen on December 6th. That should be a Friday, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so here's where I need your help. Now, I said that we would be giving away we'd be giving away 5,000 or 6,000 in 1,000 increments to people if we were gonna bank the YouTube money, and it doesn't look like we're gonna make it. We're at something like $60. It's coming towards the middle of November. It just doesn't seem like we're gonna make it for that first week of December, when it would be necessary to hold this contest to make sure that you get the money in time for Christmas. So, but my friend has graciously donated some money, and I've added to it. I've added a little bit, not too much of this. And I want to show you how much money it is. And then you have to tell me what increments you want us to be giving this away in. In other words, do you want it, for example, it could be in 1,000 peso increments on December 6th, or it could be in 500 increments on December 6th. Those are your choices. And then you'll have to let me know how you want me to distribute this based on how much money we have to give away, which is happening right now. I'm going to show you how much. So here it is. I picked it up from Western Union today. I've got 12,000 pesos here. 12,000 to give away, right? December 6th. So initially we started thinking, okay, 1,000, we could have 12 winners at 1,000 apiece, right? Mike Married's here. But then I thought, wait a minute, it's Christmas time. And I started thinking, would it be more fun to do this random number thing where we gave away 500 pesos to each winner, right? Which would make the opportunity for 24 individual winners. And we usually get about 40 people in the chat, right, on the top end. Today we're averaging what, 24 main people, 24 people, which means that each person would have had a chance to win. But Mertz is kind of agreeing here that 500 would be nice, and we give 24 people the opportunity to win 500. And you know how I've been, and that is that so that everybody has an opportunity to win. Then what you do is, what I was thinking about doing is, so what we normally do, Crystals, is once you win, then you're out. You have to sit out the next round, right? And so that's kind of what I want to do with this money on December 6th. So MJ is here. MJ's Philippine Retirement. So MJ is also thinking that's a good idea. And Mike is agreeing, the more the merrier. So yes, that's the way we're going to do it. I think we have consensus on it. And that is that on the 26th, December 6th, where did I get 26? That's 2 days after Christmas. Nanang Sexy's in the house. We're going to go ahead and give away 12,000 pesos, 500 pesos at a time. So we'll end up having 24 separate winners. And so that happens on December 6th. And that should give me enough time to get the money to you in the Gcash. All right, so that's settled. So by the way, I'm putting this money in the bank. It's not going to be hanging around the house. Don't come sending the guys on the tandem motorcycle my way. They will get nothing out of me. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So I know that will make for a very, very long broadcast on December 6th. But hey, we'll walk away. 24 separate people will walk away with 500 pesos just in time for Christmas. And Tim is saying it's most likely going to be a 3-hour live stream. It could go longer. It could go longer. I hope I survive it. So that is December 6th, and we'll be putting out a lot of reminders about that. Okay, now let's get underway. We're 42 minutes or 43 minutes into this live. Let's get going. Hey, Jerry's here. South Texas Jerry is in the house. Let's go ahead and pick the first winner for tonight for 300 pesos. Yeah, how is Hop? How is Hop, the one-legged chicken today? Okay, I'm shuffling one last time. All right. I'm pulling a card from the middle of the deck and setting it over here to my right, face down. I do not know what that number is. So now, what I'd like for you to do is when I put start in the chat here, please feel free to start guessing what number came out of the deck between 1 and 25 as soon as you see that start appear in the chat comment section. If it ever does. Whoa. 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 There's only 34 of you in here, so everybody should have had an opportunity to guess. You notice I went a little longer on that one, and here's the stop. All right, the stop has been entered. All right, let's pull the number up. You're seeing it the first time that I am, and so let's see what that. Oh, Merch, you went with number 1. All right, let's see what it is. Oh, there were ones involved, Mertz, but unfortunately, it's number 11. With 35 million people in the house, do we have someone that chose number 11? Mark is here. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Who won? Who won? Nanang Sexy. What? Nanang. Nanang Sexy is the winner. You are welcome. Nanang, do I have your Gcash number? I can't remember if you've won before. Yeah, but it's the first one. First one that picks the number first. So it's the one who came up first in the chat with the number. So Nanang Sexy, you could send me in the... Oh, I have it? Okay, well, I hope so, but back me up. I'm an old man, and send it to me again. Oh, it's your second win. Okay. Send it to me again in the chat just to make sure that I have it so I don't have to go too far to look for it. I really appreciate it. Congratulations for winning 300 pesos. All right, that's fantastic. So now, what should we do now? Someone's sending me an instant message. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Thank you so much for sending me that so quickly. Yeah, I'd like for you to get this money really quickly. As soon as the live is over, in less than 14 minutes or so. Thanks, everybody. A ton of people shared me out. I really appreciate it. I have such good supporters, you know. I got it, Nanang. I got your chat. Okay, now that 300, we have 2 more to go. So let me do it again. We're gonna do these really quickly, and we'll get you guys so that you can go watch The Simpsons or something on YouTube. All right, I'm shuffling them up. So now on this one, Nanang sits us out because she won already. So you can only win once per night. And number 11 is removed from the deck. So I set number 11 aside to my left, which means now that you could eliminate number 11 from your guesses. Number 11 is out of the deck. So it's going to be numbers between 1 and 25 minus number 11. So don't guess number 11 because people, they're just going to laugh at you, right? If you choose number 11 again, right? They're just going to laugh. All right, I'm getting ready to pick that number out of the deck. I'm really excited about the December 6th thing, the giveaway. I'm kind of excited about that. All right, I have pulled a card out of the deck and set it to my right. I do not know what the number is. I did not look. I got the deck of cards from DIY, always low prices. So now when you see start, when you see me put start in the chat, then please start guessing. But don't guess number 11 because it's already been guessed by Nanang Sexy. All right, so when you see that show up, that's start, you could go ahead and start guessing until you see me enter stop in the chat, which is right now. Man, the whole itchy throat thing is killing me. I know that people are sick. I know I'm not the only one, and people are complaining about the same symptoms: the respiratory, the throat, the coughing, the this, the that. Feels like you got little tiny hairs growing down there. Oh, that didn't come out right. I do apologize to everyone for saying that. No, forget that. Oh. All right. All right, let's see what the winning number is. You're seeing it at the same time that I am. As soon as I flash it up there, as soon as I flash the card, we're all going to see the winning number at the same time. John Ray's in the house. Hello. Thanks for coming. 33 million people here. And the winning number is, oh, sorry, 10. That's a coinky dink, you know. That's a coinky dink that it's 10 now instead of 11. You know, because I did shuffle the deck. I thought I did a very good job. Some of you probably heard it. So tell me, do we have a winner? Damn, you do have tiny hair in your throat. Oh, that's right, we do. Oh, everybody's telling me no winner. No winner. Okay. Now it's 10. Whoa, I know. Will it be 9 next time? That's the question. All right, we're going again. There was no winner. There was no winner, which makes it a little bit more exciting. But still, we're removing 10 and 11. 10 and 11 are removed from the deck. So now Dan is not playing with a full deck. 2 cards are missing out of the deck. All right, I'm shuffling them up again just to make the contest, you know, totally random. And I'm pulling the card out of the center, placing it over to my right. Don't be looking at my eyes trying to see if you can see the card number in the reflection, because it's actually sitting face down. Right, for the 35 million people in the house who have yet to win, when you see start in the chat, please start guessing the number that I just drew. Wow, that was fast. And stop. Okay. Let's see if we have a winner this time around. All right. Do we have a winner? The winning number is 3. That's 3, 3, 3, 3. Read 'em and weep. Number 3 is the winner. If we have one, number 3. Did we get a winning number this time? A winner? Charam says no. Someone said Yen Irene won. Congratulations, Yen. Congratulations, Yen. The Yens win it. Yen, congratulations. You won 300 pesos tonight. That's fantastic. Yen is the winner. Everybody confirms. All right, Yen, make sure you send me your Gcash in the chat. Not this chat. I mean, to my messenger, to my PM. What am I trying to say? Send it to me, or somebody send it to me. I probably have it, but do me a favor and back me up by sending it to me again. You're a winner at number 3. All right, we're like 53 minutes and 13 seconds into this chat. That's close enough for what I do for a living, which is nothing because I'm retired. So let me shuffle these up because this might be the last poll. Lorraine Pajadas, this might be the last opportunity to win for tonight. Right? But we'll be back next week. We'll be back next week. We'll be back on Friday to give some more away. This is what we do. This is what we do on Dan's channel. LV Rose is here. LV, LV, LV. You're number 1, not number 2. And remember, LV inverted spells winner. Where does he come up with this stuff? I do believe I need to see somebody. All right, I'm shuffling. Okay, so far the numbers that have been removed from the deck are number 11, number 10, and number 3. The big winners tonight, Nanang Sexy and Yen Erin. Right. All right, LV. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. We have one more opportunity to win. All right, I'm mixing it up. Christmas is like coming so fast this year. I just can't believe it. So remember, December 6th, we're going to be giving away 12,000 pesos the same way at 500 pesos winners a piece. That means 24 of you are going to walk away on December 6th with a 500 peso prize. How can you hate me for doing that? How can you hate me and my friends for putting this together for you? Merry Christmas. All right, I'm mixing it up. December 6th, yep. Yeah, put it on your calendar. Don't be late. But we'll be going probably all night giving away that money. It's right here. I picked it up from the Western Union today. It's right here in front of me. See? I'm not lying. It's right here. Right? It's ready to go. What? December's your birthday month. Why didn't I know that? Oh, wait a minute. I did know that. I pay attention once in a while. I can't always remember everything, but yeah, Christmas is right around the corner. You got that right, Hazel. All right, I shuffled them. There's 37 million people. Daisy Lynn's still hanging in there with us. Folks, if you haven't been over to Daisy Lynn's channel, I'm telling you, you know what? I bet you. Now, I don't always tell Daisy Lynn when I'm in there watching her sing and stuff like that, but I'm guessing she knows that I'm there. I'm going to guess that she knows. Sometimes I'm lurking, right? I don't always say hi, but I'll bet she knows that I'm there. Just something just tells me, right? Anyway, she sings like a bird, and she ain't so bad looking. So you got to go in there, take a look. You know, but she's a married woman. I do want to stress that also. Don't get any ideas, right? She is a married woman to a very, very nice fellow. All right. I've pulled the number and set it down here to the right. And so now all you have to do is wait for me to put start in the chat. But also keep in mind that you don't want to guess 11, 10, or number 3 because they are no longer in the deck. Yeah, at least I picked it sometimes. So 11, 10, and 3, do not guess those numbers. They've already been guessed, and I've removed them over here, down here to my left over here. All right. So now, when you see start in the chat, that's when you want to start guessing. I think I just put it in there. All right, there are the numbers showing up. There are the numbers. Everybody has a chance on this last one. Everyone has a chance to guess. Stop. Oh, Lorraine, you're number 1. Don't ever change. All right, let's see what the winning number is. Yeah, my cadence is off a little bit. I've had a lot going on. I talked to you about the meter. We had a presidential election that I hit a home run on, and I've been getting a lot of weird messages about that. You know, people have been sending me messages where they said, "How did you know this was going to happen?" And I try to explain it. I try to explain, how the world really works. It's all an illusion, folks. It's all a play. Whatever story you can write that you could present on a stage, that's how it works. That's how politics works in America. All right, so now let's show this winning number right now. The winning number is 8. Woo! Number 8's a solid number. Number 8 is everlasting life. See that? It's one of my favorite numbers. I carry it around in my wallet. So number 8, do we have a winner? Shane, you won. Yahoo! Shane is the winner. Could not have happened to a nicer person, but it did. Happened to 3 nice people today. Nanang, Sexy, Yenarine, and Shane. Congratulations, everyone. Make sure, Shane, that you send me the private message or through Messenger so that I know that I have your correct Gmail. All right, that's a 300 peso winner. It was number 8. We are exactly 1 hour and we're out of here. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. Man, Minnie, are you here? Come say goodbye to everybody. Come say hello and goodbye. It's time to say hello, goodbye. Something like that.
Bye, Danielle.
Come on. Wait, they can't see you. The camera's here.
I'm ugly.
Come here.
I just went
Have you been up there helping with
ceiling,
in the ceiling with the insulation?
Yes.
All right, man. Minnie,
Hi, how are you guys?
she's been
I
working.
miss you
She's a
guys.
supervisor. She's a supervisor, supervising up there.
Menge, anime.
All right,
Bye,
everybody.
men.
All right, we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Guys.
Take care. Congratulations to the winners.
Oh yeah, congratulations to the winners.
Bye. We're out.
Bye.